Welcome to the Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Bryan. If you have listened to these terrible takes since their inception back in March of 2021, you heard me use a few of them last season to address the Pittsburgh Steelers' need to add a veteran outside linebacker to their roster to serve as a backup to both TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. Well, the Steelers finally did address that need last July by signing veteran outside linebacker Melvin Ingram. Well, we all know how that ultimately worked out, but at least they did address the need. As we sit here now in early April, the Steelers once again have a need at the outside linebacker position for depth purposes. Sure, the team just signed veteran Genard Avery to a one-year contract, but that said, the Memphis product isn't much of a pass rusher off the edge. Now, I was a big fan of Avery coming out of Memphis, but that fandom revolved mostly around his play as an off-the-ball linebacker, not as an edge rusher. While we still don't know for sure how the Steelers intend on using the 6-foot Avery, it certainly seems like they are viewing him as an outside linebacker type. If indeed that's the case, my opinion is that they still need another experienced edge rusher in that room. Yes, they also have veteran John Simon under contract, but he's not a lock to make the 53-man roster this year after spending most of his time on the practice squad last year. Oh, and one of last season's backup outside linebackers, Taco Charlton, just signed with the New Orleans Saints, so he's no longer an option for 2022 either. Yes, even if the Steelers do wind up adding a veteran edge rusher in the next few weeks, I would still expect the position to be addressed during the draft. And the same goes for if no veteran outside linebacker is added before the draft, and yet one is selected during the draft. The need is going to be there for a veteran all offseason. In closing, the Steelers' duo of Watt and Highsmith certainly seems to be a great one headed into 2022. And why wouldn't it, with one of those two players being the 2021 Defensive Player of the Year? Even so, Watt and Highsmith certainly could use some help behind them in 2022, and I'm not so sure that either Avery, Simon, Derek Tuska, Delonte Scott, or even a rookie can be counted on to be that player as we sit here in April. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Skazora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.